Hello everybody's Tech Stack here. We are live. We are going to continue working on resources, or research. Now, right now, we've got this get cost that's returning a resource values, which is a custom class that we've created. I think in this custom class, we need a method that will let us format the contents of this in a way that can be displayed in a tooltip, basically. Hey, Garby. You are first, sir. So let's work on that first, right? Let's get that resource values class updated. Hey, Zach. To contain this method so that we can do this stuff, right? Okay, so here we go. Public. It's not static. It is going to return a string. This string needs to be called what? So get tooltip text. Sure. Okay. We don't need to really call anything else on this. We are going to get all of this stuff, right? So all of these fields and concatenate them together. Yes, it is. Well, very fast that way. So let's get a string set up. So a string output. And we are going to say, what are we going to say? We also need some methods that can use the localization, preferably. That way we can call food in the native language of the person that is running the Minecraft instance. Right now it looks like my stream might be dropping frames. We'll see if it recovers here in a second, but I'm dropping frames like crazy, it's showing. Might have to reboot, I don't know. We'll see if it comes out of it. I believe we're dropping frames just off of my internet alone, because it was hiccuping a minute ago. Yeah, my CPU is fine. Well, I'm going to continue on. Hopefully it comes back here in a second. So output will need to use that, what I was saying, the localization, and get unformatted text component. Right, so we need to create a new text component based on what this is, and then get the unformatted text component, which is a string. So I'm going to copy that. We're going to go back to resource values, and we're going to say that, and we're going to paste in this as well. Because what we're going to do is this. So we're going to say that dot this, and output is output plus this, right? So that should give us our entire thing. Then in this portion of it, we're going to say resource values dot food, not name. Okay, and that gives us the explanation as to why, basically. So new, there we go. And then the next piece we take is the food portion. We are going to need a team on this as well, though, if I want to format things. Cost types and displays the base based on if the team has enough value of the red green or red white. Okay, so we need a team name in this. Okay, string team, and this food then gets colored based on the team. So we need to how do we color the other parts? That's the most important question. So on the, say, defensive building screen, we're coloring them. And we're doing that in drawing cost. And drawing cost is getting the cost for each thing, setting it up as a resource value, drawing the cost based on that resource value. Okay, and in here it says has needed resource, whatever the team name is, and then the info and what the cost is. Okay, so that's all we've got to do. Right in here we can do that, and we also get the color codes from there, right? Oh, where were we? Go back, please. There we go. Cool. So this if statement is really exactly what we want, with just only minor modifications. So we are going to say what our food value is there. Team should be team, and our color is what this color white or color red is. So if I go back to color wherever that was, again, one more time, we can get these three variables set up as well, post them in it there, good to go. It looks like the stream might be back now. Cool. Sorry if it skipped for a bit there. Okay, so that gives our color, and then we take the output. Let's see, can we do this up above? I think we can, so let's do it this way. We put it up above. We will add in color, and we'll first say color white, and output string should be nothing, so that we can concatenate together. It's not a null, and we add in color white. I think that's what we need to do, because on this we get the color. Oh, that just draws the text in a specific color. Bummer. Okay, that might not work. Let's see. We might need to change this color code to a string and use color value blah 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 stuff. Okay, so then we just do the same thing for each of these resources, and they are wood, and this needs also the word food here, plus food. Plus food. So food, wood, stone, 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 iron, 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 gold, 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 diamond, diamond. Okay, that should take care of that piece. Then we just return output like so. Let it compile away. It gives us a message. We get the we need to change this to wood, stone, iron, gold, diamond. And I guess we'll do one for emeralds as well, but it'll probably always be forever and a day zeros. Okay. So this color portion of it's gonna trip us up, I have a feeling. So let's try this instead. Well, let's just run it. Let's run it. No point in guessing whether or not it's gonna work. We'll just find out if it's gonna work. Where's our error message? It is right here. So we say get cost dot get tooltip, and we need to pass in the team, and the team is not known or is known in this. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out here momentarily. Get players team. So this portion, if we do a null check first on it. Okay. So that, and we will say if player dot get team is not null, then we can do this additional line here, and we no longer need this because that was just a note for myself from what I was doing earlier today to remind me that I needed to do this. Okay, so let's let it compile. We're gonna run this. We're gonna go into this get tooltip text for get tooltip text, and we're gonna pull up a website on my other screen while this Minecraft loads, because I'm assuming this isn't gonna work. We need to use the color codes instead. So what's the value I'm looking for? Minecraft color codes, and this website here is my favorite so far for using this. So this is for the message of the day. This is the chat code. The chat code might be the value we need to use. So this 4 or this F with the E in front there. Failed to load. Oh, not good. Okay, so we have an error, a null pointer exception in our configs on line 2. Today I added config options for all of the resources. Let's see, resource values. Go back, it says, any better OBS? Probably not. So color code red. OBS, you better? No. Okay, buddy, let's see how this works out. Is it going to do it again? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Check, check, check. Oh, it's still showing it's dropping frames, really? Why are we dropping frames? Could be my ISP is having a bad night, potentially, but that's not good. So we can ping youtube.com. Pinging it just fine. It is actually having a... Where's better? Average 31 milliseconds. It's a little slightly faster. I don't know if it's enough to notice, but... We'll see how this hangs out. If this works or not. I'm going to refresh my stream page too, so I might lose some chats messages. But I think disconnecting the internet might have messed everything up as far as that's concerned, so I want to make sure it's good. So while that's loading, let's go ahead and start typing in these names for these. If anyone is still there, let me know if the stream is any better. Oops. Wood. Stone. Iron. Oops, that's lowercase I. Gold. Now this might seem silly, but this is for localization support, so international people can see and read in the local language, like Reaper. Hi, Reaper.
Guten Tag.
9! I don't know much German.
9?
Diamond.
Mochte deine Keksen.
No me gusta that.
You don't want a cookie?
You have a cookie? Nobody said there was cookies involved, Timmy.
Keksen! No, that's cake. Or cookie. How's it going?
Good. I'm trying to make the research actually a thing, and before CZ gets on in 2 hours or so that we have research for tonight. And apparently
nice.
That did not work, what I just did. Hey, I just wanna was good day. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you have a good day, and I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. Okay, Blue Panda. Thank you. I hope you have a good day too.
He hopes what?
That we have a good day.
Aw, thank you, Panda. I hope you have some good bamboo.
Good bamboo.
Yeah,
Okay.
good lunch.
Yeah, I get what you're going for. I got the joke. Oh, that's what's wrong. We didn't put commas after these, so it probably didn't load correctly. Boop. And close. Refresh. Restart the game. See if all the bugs are fixed. Yes, it does. It's this one. Just run Eclipse. Okay, 1505 is how many drop frames I have this time, so hopefully restarting my internet helped. And we'll keep that number growing. Single player this. Grab a lobby. Blue ready start. Awesome. Oh, it's not showing the new lines? Why? Why does this one show but not this one? That I don't get, why some do and some don't. Or is it because it's close to the edge and it just wouldn't fit? Oh, that could be the issue. Well, that's just got a line feed if that LF is anything to understand. Sorry.
You got this.
Yeah, maybe. Minecraft MOTD new line. Use \n. Okay, I could do these in different tooltips. Hey, Fire.
Hello.
New line.
Hello.
Hello.
Harukan.
Hello. God. No, mine would be closer to Kamehameha.
For some reason, they just started talking about Street Fighter and Vortex chat.
Well, I mean,
They're like comparing
Let's change
Street
this
Fighter.
let's face it, the average World of Tanks player is like one of them shiny people. So
No, I'm very Ushiny and I'm not Will Tanks, so.
No, War Tanks is more like, ooh, shiny, behind 2 boxes of traps and staple gun shooting.
Don't forget the double barrel. 2 barrels.
Now it's
Double the bias.
I have not got killed by a double barrel so far. I'm happy.
Actually, it's not really that bad of an OP tank, from what I've noticed.
I mean, compared to the IS-3A, I think it's decently balanced. AKA, it's Russian, so it's OP.
What? It's perfect.
Perfectly overpowered.
No, it is not. It really truly is not. It depends on how you angle yourself in it.
It's an auto loader that can just double shoot. I mean, the reload time takes balance.
Okay, so we can do this. Oops.
You can do attack.
Yeah, just annoyed with it right now as well. Color code white. Okay, and then we need to do the ending stuff to each of these lines, which is just to add a right parenthesis. I real body to you guys right now.
Huh?
No.
Okay. So we got a list of strings. RV list equals that. And we loop through everything in RV list. So for int I equals 0, I is less than RV list dot length dot size I plus plus and RV list dot get I. Okay. Let this compile and run it. Okay, so here we go. Yep, perfect. Looks like the word gold needs a capitalization on it, but other than that, we are doing pretty good.
We don't speak about grammar in this channel.
Okay, that takes care of that piece. So we can do the research. It tells you how much materials it will cost for that particular research. We don't spend the materials though when we actually research it, so let's do that next.
Reaper, you get the platoon invite.
Oh, I did not see that.
You're a jerk. Let me know when you're out of battle. I'm going for one.
We'll do.
Network. Research button. Click. There we go. So do nothing. If it's not unlocked. Okay, so here we need to say we've got the research defined, so we need to say T. Oh my gosh, our utilities
There's a guy to talk. I want 5 arties on each side of the team.
has needed resources.
Something just be brew. You can do it, Tack. I believe in you.
I think this is what we want with the word team and r.get rv. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Say utilities. Dot spend team.
What is good? Oh.
And then we set the research to up. Okay, cool. So this should work now as far as checking if you have the resources to do that research, spending those resources to do the research. And that's all coming in from the configs. Okay, so let's look at this. Right now we've got an eco tab, which has farms, lumber yards, and all the mines. Then it's got a troop production buildings, which are barracks, archery range, and stables. Then we've got defensive buildings, which is walls, wall towers, gates, and watchtowers. Recruitment of units or troops, so that's not even buildings, and then research. Where do I put something like a research center? Which tab does it go on? I personally don't think it really fits any of those tabs. But at the same time, I'm not sure it warrants its own tab yet, because it'd just be that thing on it. What else would go there?
Okay, it's a difference.
What if we say miscellaneous buildings instead of defensive buildings? Relabel it.
That would probably work out a little bit better because then you can add more buildings to it.
There's definitely gonna be more buildings, but it's gonna be like a siege workshop, so that should be under troop production buildings. There's gonna be an armory and a market. And
Could you add subcategories inside of the tabs?
We could, but it's easier to just add another tab, I think, if we're gonna do that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go under defensive building, which will be rebranded.
So just add miscellaneous.
So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more easily fit on a screen. And if we did need a sub tab or like a paging system, we need room at the bottom. So 6 is the most we'd want with paging or sub tabs, and 7 is the most if we know we're never going to have another building on that or button on that screen. So let's add research center to defensive buildings and rename defensive buildings.
Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
So where do we set those tabs up as far as what they're named? I don't remember. Okay, so this is going to be our button image. We don't have a button image for this yet. That's cool. And by gate, by wall steps. 19 by research center. Okay, we got that now. Our clipboard. Research center builder item. And then down here we need this research center. We need to figure out in here. This. Say research center builder item there. Okay. And get rid of this. Save. Okay, that covers that piece. So now if I go to the defensive buildings, we get another one. This is research center. There's no cost set up yet, but that's something we need to definitely fix. Oh, right, because it probably doesn't actually have a cost associated with it yet. Item.
So how costly will the research items, the research centers be?
Gonna figure that out pretty much right now.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a config thing, so we can change it as much as we want later.
Okay.
That's that piece. So if I grab this and then look for these, you know, we need a line here.
I'll be AFK for a second.
Okay. That covers that piece of it. One down here. Okay, so this is the one with the actual cost associated. It's not wall steps, it is research center. I think the research center should be substantially costful. That makes sense. Let's take a look at the spreadsheet, see if CZ's given us any input on what buildings and structures should be for this. So we've got a research center here, but no cost with it. So let's start setting it up. Food, 100. Lumber, 250. Stone, 200. No, 100, because it's not that strong. Iron, 25, 25, and 25 diamonds. So that gives me those figures there. Those figures there can be pasted directly into here as our initial cost for this. So we've got 0, 0. Food, wood, stone, iron, gold, diamond, emerald. There we go. So then that becomes this later on, and that is what we use in the utilities class, wherever that is, for setting out the actual cost of this thing. So we need to add like this and say research center builder item and research center here. Wood. Stone. Gold. Oops. Okay, that should do it then. So the research center should now have cost. It should be buyable. Let's check that out. In fact, so much so, let's create a brand new world so we've got space to place things down, because I'm going to have to do that. While that's loading, I just seen I've got a message on CurseForge. I'm going to see what this message is. Okay. Somebody asking a question about the mod. Let's recreate that world. Left, right, click on it. Okay, and I'm curious how many downloads the mod has on the current version. Anyone want to take a guess without actually looking?
2.
Way to go, Reaper.
I'm just kidding.
Higher than that. You're the closest so far.
80.
For the machine mod, you think it has 80 downloads?
Oh, the
that
machine
one.
mod? Oh, I thought. Okay, I'll venture a guess at like 250, 300.
The one that's been out since October.
1,000 more?
It's got 4,055.
Wow.
Hey, it's not bad.
So in total, that mod has had 90,785 downloads. So getting up there close to 100K.
Almost. Just a couple. 50 more years. You'll get it.
100K? No, like a couple months it'll get 100K. I got 4,000 downloads in less than 2 months.
Right.
Oh. Nice.
Why am I hitting the wrong buttons? Log. There. Okay. Jeez. That was way too hard. My elephant dog is running around upstairs.
Let me change my Christmas music.
I just seen your message, Reaper. We can do tier 7s if you want.
Let's see if we can.
You got a tier 7?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
We need more lumber. Although we're close, so let's just wait a minute, and I'll have enough of those. Also need more diamonds, so let's get some diamonds down. Okay, and there it is. Research center achieved. Nice. So now I can do research. Like, I didn't have to place that down to start the research, but it won't actually accumulate until we do. And now everything is still gated behind their cost. So we need a lot of diamonds, and we need some iron, and we'll do the marketplace, I guess. No, not the marketplace, because that's the silly one, because that doesn't do anything. The armory, I guess. That's a silly one too, though, isn't it? Because we don't have the ability to do that. So pikeman just needs more iron. So and actually, let me try to click that button. Pikeman. It's not doing anything, as it should, because we don't have enough of the resource. Okay, and let's get in the screen, because as soon as this rolls over, we'll have enough, I believe. Yep. Click pikeman. Still not doing anything, but why? We don't have enough gold, but gold's not highlighting. Okay, so there's a bug in the tooltip text. Gold. Yep, never put the color code there. Okay. So it was correct that it shouldn't show, it just wasn't correct that it was not in red. That's why we test. Got my 50 gold, I can research it. It is now attempting to research. We'll see if any research is accumulated here in the next 10 seconds. And one research was, so we're now down to 99 research left to go. Cool. So that full mechanic is there. We can buy a research center, place the research center, buy research. It actually, did it take our money? I didn't look. Ooh. I need to check that. So let's plop down a lot of research centers so we plow through this research really quick. So that I can do the next one.
Those are the birds, you sicko. Oh my god, I got that one lady, the Julia. She's got 5 skills.
And we're gonna have that research in a second.
4 skills.
Okay, it's unlocked now. So archery is the next one up, and our gold should go from 423 to what? Okay, 460 to 410, and it did. So it did take our resources. That is perfect. Okay, research is possible now, guys. Now the next step is to lock everything if you don't have the research, so that you can't buy it unless you've researched it.
That's probably going to be the more temperamental part of it to try to get working.
It's going to be a pain from the standpoint that I need to what's the word I want to use? Each one's its own coding.
Word of the day calendar.
Each one is a unique problem all on its own.
Hey, Fiery, can you come to General for a second?
He wants you to move channels. You want me to move you? Because it's easy for me to move.
I got it. I just had to get out.
Oh, what was I doing? Okay, so the next part is this stuff, right? So defensive. Actually, how do we change the label for this too? Let's do that next, because this tab should no longer be called what it is currently, and that's going to be in our GUI utilities, probably. Tab GUI index, defensive buildings. Get tooltip text. There we go. So we're going to say miss buildings. Okay, and oh no. So this needs a different picture as well. Still got Photoshop open with all of our images. What should the research centers button be? It should be none of these. So 1 or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 0. We'll make it a blank image basically for now. We'll draw that picture in later and set that up. Okay. So that should take care of that. We go Y. Does miss buildings now. And research centers that. Oh, it's 0 and 4, not 4 and 0. Good. It says research center. I think. So now, each one of these is using a hover image button. This hover image button needs one more property, I believe, and that is the research that is needed for this thing to be unlocked, so that we can update these buttons appropriately from each of the things and put a lock icon on them as needed. So let's do that. So this is going to need a research. Research. This dot research equals research. And when we're rendering this, we also need to do what? In our hover image, no, our research button. we get this status texture stuff down here. Minecraft dot get Minecraft get instance. Status texture can come from research button dot that. Let me give a button state as well. Equals research button. Button state equals at dot normal. So that'll be our default indicator. It'll be normal. And if it's normal, we don't do anything extra. If it's researched, we don't need. Research in progress, we don't need. It is only this one we need. And we're going to be able to cheat with this one. We can say whatever the default offsets were for these. And those default offsets were the left status offset, which is 11. And 2. And we don't need any additional offset. Like that. And the width was 8 by 8. So that should give you my locked indicator from this. Now, this is not visible, so we can change this visible to public static. That works. Then we just need to update the button state on each one of the buttons when they're loaded in. Or set our state based on the research that we've just added. So let's do that instead. So if research.get is unlocked for our team though, so we need to know what team we're on, which we can get from the player of this instance, blah blah blah. So this .get instance .get player player. There we go. What is that? An entity player? Team equals that. If team is not equal to null, then render this. And if our team get name, so if it is not unlocked, then we set our button state equal to be locked. What's that, Fusion? Okay, so troop buildings. The barracks needs no research at all, so we keep that one at null. The archery range, however, needs archery. Tagged as archer, that's fine. And then finally, the stables building will need lancers unlocked before you can make that building. Okay. And Unit recruitment. So minions have no prerequisite. Archers need archery. This is Lancers, so we need Lancer there. And the last one is Pikemen, so we need Pikemen there. Okay, so let's push the button. See if it works, Kronk.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Oh, pull the lever. I thought it was push the button. Dang it.
Close enough.
Reaper.
Yeah, that was him.
Okay.
Hey, the stream's back on, kind of. Nope, it just died again. I just want to show people what I'm doing. Hi, Peeper.
Yeah.
I said hi.
Did you
Oh,
hit the
lever
wrong
was
button?
Reaper.
Okay, so the
All lever
button
was
is
Reaper.
working.
So I assume I was in trouble.
So we need to, in the hover image, add this dot x and this dot y to those coordinates. So nothing on the eco is wrong. The troop production only has archery range locked, stables locked. Those are all locked. Archers are locked. Cool. So the next thing we need to do then is this. We need an update method on this instead. So I'm going to call that out. I'm going to create a public update. Void update button state. And then render's got too many things in it. It's fine. Okay, so we say update button state. Can we call that from all of these? Is the question. No, let's just call it from the button itself. And if it is locked, we say this dot active equals false. If it is not active, then we say true. Can't click the button if the research is locked, basically.
Stay there, Reaper. Stupid fucking artillery.
Let's get some hearts in chat for Artie Love.
I got shot in the ass 5 times by one.
For some reason, my artillery decided to start moving around on its own. I must have hit R or something.
Gotta restart the game again. Crashing.
Okay, so we need to do the whole check tree thing, maybe. Okay, so this is locked right now. Let's get rid of everything from my inventory bar, so we see if we actually get anything when I click it. We do not. And it is cheap enough I could buy it. Same for that. Same for these. They do not let me click them. There's a little bit of visual glitch going on. Let's figure out what that is later. I can queue up a minion. I can not queue up any of these though, because the buttons don't work. Awesome! So now, can I research archery if I get enough materials? And actually unlock it then. Research center, let's do a bunch of town halls, we get more resources. Quickly. Okay.
Alright, I'll be back on later on.
Okay.
Apparently we're doing stuff. I'll see you.
See. Yeah,
Best of luck
maybe.
with the internet.
Yeah. Maybe in an hour we might start playtesting when CZ shows up.
Yeah, just send me a DM or something or ping when you're about to play test. I'll get on them.
Okay.
See you, man.
See. So we need a ton of wood still. Start putting down more of these. Well, guys, it must have been interesting enough to make me want to play it again. I'll take that as a win. Okay, so archery range research, go. And let's put down lots of research centers. Come on, finish the research. Dang it, I want my archers. There we go. Archers are unlocked. I can queue up an archer. Although it appears it doesn't stay in the queue? Or something. Oh. What? Okay, and then can I buy an archery range as well? I can. Let's plop down a ton of these.
So wait, you left?
What's that?
I was asking if Eve left.
He left as you said it, apparently.
Okay. Because he said in the game he quit. Something like that.
Oh. Much rage?
I think so. He was playing the arty, that's the weird part. Probably got counter out already.
Game rule. Shoot. This makes testing so much harder. Damage potions. We need damage potions that's like level 12. And it just one hits these stupid targets. Eye fire.
Yeah, my shit was going crazy. Oops, sorry.
It's okay. This channel's not for children.
So wait, why is hackery allowed in here?
Oh. The burns are real. Too bad he's not here to hear it. I can't
Why
tell.
is
if
hack-
it's- I can't.
Why is hackery allowed where?
In here.
Oh, on the build server?
No, I think you meant in the Discord channel,
Oh,
the stream, whatever. I could be wrong. It's Reaper. It's hard to say.
Yeah. So you're done with the game?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, we still have not have a single one. I still have the ×2 on the tank.
Okay, so we got the Lancer unlocked. So we should have stables. We don't have stables.
Oh, Reaper, I've had days like that. Months, years.
Lancer. It is unlocked. Oh, I did pikeman. Wait, I did pikeman because the pikeman has the lance icon and the pike has the lance icon. Oh gosh. That's a bug. The icons are completely wrong. So the Lancer's one is 3-3 and the pikeman is 2-3, so this needs to be 2-3. There. So this registration code needs to be modified in mod researches. There we go. Okay, so we got Lancers now. And by the way, everything's unlocked here now as it should be. So if I buy one single stables, plop down said stables, and try and recruit one Lancer, it goes into the queue and immediately disappears from the queue. Why? That wasn't a thing last night.
Maybe it trained it so quick.
No, that's why I wanted to place down just one of the buildings so I could see if it spits it out immediately, but it didn't. We've got plenty of resources. If I start spamming it, I can get them to go in the queue and they start spitting out, but... A Lancer's a one-hit with a diamond sword that's a crit hit? It's 2 if it's not a crit. Huh. That's news. I'm curious if it's because we're toggling the active state on these things somehow. On the button, maybe it's when it's not active, it doesn't let you finish the click. But it should only ever go not active if the team is not there, or if it's not, that research is not unlocked for that team. Let's try and recruit one more. And now it's working right. $7. Okay, put it in the queue. It took my resources. 26. 20. Put it in the queue. Took my resources. That took my resources, but didn't spit out a unit. We get 23 per tick. So it took my resources and gave me a unit. Okay, took my resources, took 6 gold. So if it goes to 823, it actually took, yeah, it didn't take it. It did take the resources, but didn't give me a unit. That sucks big time, because I have no idea why that's happening. What in the code around that I even touch? I don't think anything. Let's load up Eclipse. Or Gal. Utilities. Part where it's getting the cost of stuff. But it's only when it's a research center building. We touched. Oh, when you're buying a research center, maybe? Or maybe it thinks it's a research center or something silly? Let's check that. So specifically Lancers in the utilities class. Okay, so where's Lancers? Archer, Lancer. Its ID is 15, so it's not that. Research Center is 19. And it's the only thing that's 19, so we're good there. Else if still, there's nothing really here that should cause it to not work. Team Q's class. Unit Q's. Okay, so on the unit recruitment screen, we're sending this packet to the server and doing this. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to take this breakpoint, or enable all breakpoints, and go into that screen and click that button. Okay, so registered to click. I'm going to go into that. Our resources went down. We added into the queue. Stayed in the queue that time. Look at it. Well, let's wait for it to go through. Okay. Kill him. Buy another one. Did give it to us. Doing it like this, it seems to be giving it to us every time. Two, 3, 4, 5. So we got a total of 2 units out of the 5 clicks I did. Very confused, guys.
Huh?
I'm very confused.
You're breaking the fuse?
Your mom is my muse. How's that?
Hi, Daddy.
Oh boy. I take it back.
You really want that?
I take it all back.
That was quick. Such a shame. Once you're in the family, you're stuck. Sounds about right. Oh my god, I'm finally playing the medium tank. It's so fast.
Let's see if that has anything to do with that. I bet it does. It's like Wait a minute. When you click this each time, the server... Okay, the server gets its packet. That packet does a thing. Adds to the queues. Add proper unit to queue, okay. Add the barrack queue. Add the whatever queue. This is a stables queue, let's check it out. We say that it's been changed because we didn't want to send it every time. It's changed. And then it goes on its happy way. It doesn't do anything else. So unit queue changed packet to client though is happening when on server tick event. So on the server tick, which is also only happening every 10 seconds, does your client ever see that there was a change to the queue? So is it adding it to the queue but you just don't know it? No, because they don't spit out. So if I click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I get 1 troop. But is this because there's another stable somewhere in the world? Because that's what I've always been assuming, that there's been another thing in the world that's eating these up. So let's try that. Let's go to a brand new world yet again. And test this, 'cause I don't think unit queues are working. If what I'm seeing is right, this isn't working.
A brand new world.
A whole new world.
I was close enough. You know what that song talks about?
Worlds?
No, what it really is what it really is talking about.
No.
You should Google it.
Nah.
You're better off not knowing.
Probably.
There are things you can't unsee.
Oh God.
So should get 5 when we're all done with this. So let's also take a look at the stables. Maybe the stables is just specifically bugged, which is possible.
I'm playing tier 5. It's so bad. There's like a single line, and there's a hill like in the middle of where the divider is. One tank goes over it from our team, they die, and their side, when their guy goes over, he dies, and it's just continuously. It's like they don't learn. from just seeing that guy exploding 10 seconds. Not even 10 seconds, like in 1 second, going over that hill.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no way that worked because there's only like 3 sticks down there. This is a brand new world. There's no other barracks in here. It has to be coming out of this one. There's 4 that came out. I clicked it 10 times. Oh, but maybe we ran out of iron. Dang it! Stupid resources.
Yeah, if only that mod author would make it so that you could have infinite resources when you're in creative. Maybe.
I mean, if that mod author just plopped down a bunch of these buildings that he's plopping down, he basically gets infinite building. So it's fine. Okay, let's try and do some math here, I guess. Jeez. I only need 40, 40, 40, and 60 to get 10 of these. Okay, so if I do... Let's make sure there's no other minions around. There is not. Now if I do 10 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no way there's 10 sticks down there right now. 0 ways there's 10 sticks.
Yeah, that's kind of broken then.
I'm okay if it like doesn't show correctly down there, but it still gives me 10 units, and that's what I'm waiting for. I mean, it's still not right, but it's less broken.
Right.
Because I'm getting what I paid for, at least, even if the visual thing is wrong. And the thing is, last night when I was playing, I don't think that ever happened. I'd click the button and it would show another thing down there, it seemed like. I got 6 out of it. I lost 4 of the clicks.
That's not cool.
Nope. I'm gonna try it again because I'm very confused as to what's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's look at the barracks now to see if it's doing something funny. Nope. It's checking to see if the barracks Q is greater than 0. If it is, it spawns the unit and removes the first from the list if it's got one. Okay. Okay, the queue's empty. Select all these guys, get Control Z. I got 7 of them that time. That packet. Button ID is what gets passed in. It's not actually a button ID, but it still works. It's still just an integer. We get, say, the minion. Check the cost, we spend the cost, we add it to the queues. Add to proper queue, takes an ID. In this case, minions. Adds it to the barracks ID. Sever events where we're sending this. This is outside of that condition there. And it's running basically every tick, okay.
You can do it.
Okay, let's do some logging. That'll help me. RTS dot logger dot info. Added. Oh. ID. To the barracks. Q. Yep. And then let's clear the log and click the button 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's take this text, throw her into a new notepad window. see how many of those lines there are. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I clicked it 11 times, maybe? So it thinks that it added 11 times, which is interesting. Because I got 6 units out. Let's go into the barracks itself. And remove barracks. Okay, so removing from the queue. Removing from barracks queue. Hierarchy. Action after cooldown. Only from the barracks. Okay. Let's clear everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Removing stuff from the queue right now. Need the queue to end up with 0, basically. Curious if this is something that's only in this dev environment this is happening in, or because I literally don't remember it not queuing something up for me before. Do you remember like minus that? $480 by it's easy. 250. Window X is that. Okay, get window. See, that sounds right to me, 1920. It's not going to help anything that I've got a scaling going on here to make things smaller than what they actually are, too. Okay, so width and height just puts it right center of the screen. Which makes sense because we're scaling it at 50%. Okay. Where is my code I'm looking for? So we take that times 2 then, minus the 50. And this times 2 minus the 50. Should put it... Get height. Like that. No, it's not there. Don't do it times 2. Where's it go? It's down by my bottom right corner of my screen right now. If I scale it up, or if I increase the window though, it disappears. I just need to know what's the absolute length of the screen all the time. That centers us. Or somewhat centers us. And if I do that times 2, does it remain centered? Or does it remain on screen? It does! Yay! Okay, that's the solution. And then the 50 number just becomes whatever we want, so... That's where we take this piece of code, say that times get string width, and we say what we want to put in this string, which is this. And we get rid of all this because it's no longer going to be needed. We get the research key, its width, and we say what? Int text width, and instead of subtracting 50 from it, we subtract text width. And we get Siege Workshop down there. Cool. Now we don't want to get the research key. Instead, we want to get a different value, which is the fun display version of it. With name and all that, I concatenated to it. Where is it? So we say mod research dot get research by its key. There we go. Dot get name translation key. Okay. And that then becomes new translation text component. Dot get formatted. I think it's unformatted. We're also doing this in the research screen, so let's look at that one. Okay, research button then. Color hierarchy. Text, get unformatted for text component, there we go. String text equals that, and we say text goes here, and it goes there, and then take all of this through to here. And we know we want to go 100 pixels wide, so instead of going off by text width, we do 100 pixels plus some offset from the right, which is 10, and some movement vertically of, say, 20. Let's see what that looks like. It does say Siege Workshop now, so that's a plus. We don't have any active research being accumulated for it, though, so Siege Workshop is being done, so let's add in our, what do you call it, Research Center. And are you there, CZ? You haven't said a word.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So, what you've missed, research is a real boy now. It locks the various things so that you can't buy them until you have the research unlocked. The research center is a real boy, and you can buy it. So research is real now. Now we have extra researches in the tree that you can unlock, that you can spend the money on, but it's not actually going to do anything for you, right? Because like we don't have trebuchets, we don't have siege workshops, etc.
But different units are actually locked behind research now?
They are locked behind research now.
Wow.
Now, in my testing, we either introduced a brand new bug, had a bug before, and never noticed it, which I think is probably the most likely, or it's not a bug and it's just something funky about one of my test runs, but I would click Lancer 10 times and not get 10 Lancers out of it. So I'm not sure what's up with that, if it's a unit queue bug or what. But right now I've got a bunch of research centers down on my world, and my progress bar for the Siege Workshop is filling up in the bottom right hand corner of my screen. So that's cool. And I am also going to add another, say, 5 or 6 to this. Let's add another 10 to it, to this text width, to get that text bumped off that side of the screen. There we go. And
You can do it.
full research, I think. Oh, and we crashed. Cool. Looking for an invalid research topic on the overlay. Ah, okay. So we need that if statement that basically says if we got something active or not. If this is not equal null, and that is not equal to a zero length string. Oh wait, that's too far down. It's just through there that we want that if statement. So yeah, assuming this works now, it doesn't crash again, I will probably do a commit to GitHub and start the build process, and then we can come back and do a playtest if you guys want.
Sure. I'll be right back.
Okay. I might just end up ending my stream right now though, because the stream has been awful today. My internet is poops. Apparently today.
I noticed that when I tried to pull up the stream.
Yeah.
It took me a couple minutes.
Like right now, it's for me, it's just showing a circle as it's loading in the whatever's happened on the stream.
Yep, now it's a circle for me too.
I'm just gonna end it because there's no point in that. We can play test without a stream.